Welcome back to the most random channel on YouTube, and today we're going to be doing a tour of the homestead that I live on, and my dad lives on, like I said last video. You can go out, check my dad's YouTube channel, and American Homestead, and check his YouTube channel and see, learn more about the homestead. But if you're figuring, maybe you don't want to check out the YouTube channel and do mine, because mine, trust me, it's a lot better, trust me. This will be a tour of our homestead with Caleb in it, and I'm going to be going step by step, from building to building of our homestead, piece to piece, part to part of our homestead, and then showing you all that involves. So let's head to the first building. Alright, so we're at our first building on the homestead, and we call it the Pavilion. Now, most of our buildings, actually I think, yeah, most of our buildings, not all, but most of them, my grandpa built, because he's a big builder. He loves building things, and most of this homestead has been built by him. I think my dad might have helped for a little bit of it, but my grandpa built most of it. So this pavilion, let me get a good outward shot of it. Here's the pavilion, a big yellow building with a porch. And you can see how big it stretches back. Yep, we will go in and see how big it is internally and what the interior looks like.
It used to be just the side of the mountain. It used to look like just like that.
Yeah, we really had to get a backhoe, bulldozer or something like that, and excavate part of the mountainside to build this thing. So I have hiccups. So we're gonna open the doors here. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So it really looks like a nice little building. It's also very echoey, as you guys can hear. Here's the walls, a bench, windows across here, windows, more windows.
And the cool part about it is, what is that?
I will tell what we will use this building for. We use it for like meetings, Sabbath meetings. Sometimes we do Sabbath meetings. We invite a bunch of people out here for the Sabbath. We do Bible reading in here sometimes, and actually, and then also we do a whole different fall feast here. We invite a bunch of people out here to camp inside this field below here. Bunch of tents get set out there, and then we do our meetings in here. We read the Bible, do different Bible studies and stuff. And yeah, those camps usually last about a week long. But this building, that's mainly what it's for. We just do, if we want to do meetings in here, this is what this building's built for. We did actually a marriage in here. Our neighbors got married here. So yeah. Moving on to the next building. All right, so we're at the next building here. As I was talking about our fall feast that we hold down here in this magnificent field. Sorry about the sun there. The sun is a little. I'll point the camera this way so that you're not looking straight in the sun. Even though I'm looking straight in the sun, but I care about your guys' eyes more than mine. So, for those fall feasts, people need a, if we're holding it a week long, right? So people need a place to take showers. So here. What happened to Caleb? We have a big shower house here. That 3 rooms. People can go in there, take showers. Here's a nice bench for people to sit on while they're waiting their turn. Here's like a pulley system we use to hold shower bags on. What people do is they'll take the shower bags, put them out on the bench, or maybe on the rock, or maybe on the ground in the sun.
Look, they can hold me.
And they'll put them out in the sun, and eventually that will heat up, and they can take like a nice warm shower. Not nice and warm as you can have at home, but it works. So yes, bye Caleb. And then we also have a gutter system on the edge of almost all of our buildings on the homestead that we use to collect more rainwater. So all that collects in here, goes down in these pipes and puts it on there. Next building we have right here, next to the shower house. It's the outhouse, because also it's right next to the field. Sorry about the sun there again. Gotta turn it this way. You know, people that week long, maybe over a week long, need to go to the bathroom sometimes. So we have an outhouse here. People, we obviously tell them to bring their own composting toilets.
That's probably filled with liquids.
But however, you know, people maybe they don't bring them, or maybe they don't want to go there. Maybe they're closer to here. Here's an outhouse that we can go. Men's room, women's room, pretty simple. Moving on. So we also have a garden. I mean, what's a homestead without a garden? You need a garden or a farm or whatever. So we have a garden here. It's not growing anything at the moment. But my dad I helped mow all this down. But I mowed all this down first. And then my dad spread a bunch of rabbit manure, and that will help the plants grow once they're planted. Caleb, has my dad planted the plants yet?
Nope.
No? Okay, that's what I thought. It's kind of still cold. As you can tell, there's snow back there that hasn't got done melting yet. It's funny, yesterday when we did the maple trees video, as you should check out if you haven't yet. Yes, it was just yesterday. This is all covered in snow, and now it's like melted. But anyway, we also back here we have a greenhouse. It's an old overgrown greenhouse. We used it, you know, a while back when we first moved here. We haven't been using it in a while.
Show them inside of it.
Yeah, we can go inside. We can go inside. We're not gonna go directly inside because, as you will see, it's impossible nearly. Open the door. Yeah, you see all that? Yeah, there's no way we're going in there. It's all overgrown with thorns. So, we used to have this greenhouse to grow different plants inside, you know, tomatoes, stuff like that. And then at the back, we had an aquaponics system that we used to raise fish. But those fish died long ago after we abandoned it. R.I.P. fish. Moment of silence for the fish. Okay, moving on. All right, next up we have, well, obviously, if you're gonna have a farm, you need a house. Here's our house that Caleb and I and my parents live in. Over here is, oof. Are you all right, Caleb? Okay, he's fine. And then we have Grandma and Grandpa's house over there that my Grandma and Grandpa live in, because they live with us. When we moved off grid, my Grandma and Grandpa moved with us. Now, over here, we have a bunch of angry and hungry sheep, because these sheep haven't eaten since this morning. So I'll need to feed them right after this. Hey, sheepies. Hi. 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 Come here. Hi. Hi. I know you're hungry, but can you at least come up close, please? Hi. Hi. Come here. Come here. Hi. That one right there is the most friendly one, but she doesn't seem... She's like, why aren't you giving me my food? So that's a big paddock area that stretches out over there, including a shelter building. Oh, you fell. Oh, poor you. Now, over next, we have a, well, you guys might figure out this from another video. A few moments for you to guess. Moments up. This is from the turtle tour video. Our turtles used to live in here. But like I said, actually last video, we had to release them because my grandpa wanted to put guineas in here. So, next building, moving. All right, next up we have the woodshed. My dad's probably gonna hear me making a video because he's just directly inside, but right over there inside the house. But this is our woodshed that we use to put firewood in. As you can tell, it's amazingly empty, super empty. We have our neighbors. We're paying our neighbors to bring up firewood, but they haven't finished yet. Eventually, it'll be really full though. Next up over here, we have a almost completed root cellar. I think because we're also paying our neighbor to work on this. So in here, we'll go in. Nice the little hobbit hole. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing that finished. We're in here. Oh man, it actually is a little bit colder in here. You guys can't tell because you're not here.
Really
because you're a camera here. But it it is a little cold. It's not completely done yet, but it will be eventually. Moving on. Next, near the woodshed, we also have a outdoor kitchen area that we use to do like canning and stuff. If like cooking an animal we just butchered, we'll like cook it maybe here. Stuff like remove that, put a spit on there, and then put it there. We'll probably also like try to raise it up a little bit too. Also, yeah, I mean, this is our outdoor kitchen if we ever need to do anything outdoor like that we can't do inside for some reason. And yes, oh, also, this is a thing that we put in. This is, we boil maple syrup in this big thing. Like I said, you know, last episode that you know, in order to make maple syrup, well, you have to get the maple sap and then boil it down. You need 40 to 50 gallons to make 1 gallon, which is going to be very hard. I don't know how my neighbors are going to do it, but hopefully they will and get 1 gallon of maple syrup. In fact, I think if they do, I'm hopefully going to try to get some of the taste of it, because I'm looking forward to it. Next up is this building, actually 2 buildings. First off, we have a feed shed for our chickens, or more like my grandpa's chickens. My grandpa takes care of the chickens, I keep care of the sheep. But we have all this, you know, stuff. Oh, it smells in here.
Bowie knife.
I'm not. Is this a Bowie knife?
Yes, that is Bowie knife.
Ooh, cool. I like this knife. I want it. But we have there's feed in here. What's in here? Feed. I might not want to have done that because the chickens might hear that clinking.
Feed.
Feed in there. All right, let's not mess with the chickens.
Feed. Oh. Feed.
Let's not mess with the chickens right now. But moving on from there. Oh, there's chickens in there. First, I'll need to close this and lock it up. Okay. So, in here, we have all these chickens inside my grandpa's chicken coop that he built. He also built that, by the way. But he built this chicken coop, like, around when we first moved here, maybe a year. We've lived here for, like, 7 or 8 years.
8 now.
8 years now? Okay, we've lived here 8 years.
Almost 9 now.
So when my grandpa first built this, he had this coop here that he built, including this run that stretches out all the way to here. And then after that, just recently, I think this last year, he then built another run expansion that goes all the way out to there. So huge run expansion needs to just be here. But when we got a bunch more chickens, my grandpa's just like, all right, we need to build a better run, a bigger run. So he did exactly that. We have a door that my grandpa can go in to feed his chickens. You know, there's water, there's feed, a latch door for the chickens to go into, a door to enter the coop. Why is it not? Oh, whoopsie. I'm a genius. Just, you know. Yeah, it definitely smells. Oh, there's the chickens. Hi, chickens. Wait, you're scared of the chickens?
No, you just woke up one morning.
Oh, whoopsie. Sorry, Grandpa. So, now with that building covered and that feed shed covered, moving on. So, I'm sorry, guys. We'll have to end the video here. I need to feed the sheep. The sheep are very mad at me. I'm not feeding them. I'm over my chores limit. Bye!